It's all about going live. All right. What's going on here? All right, everybody. So, part of the trick to, one second. Something's going on here. What's going on? Let's remove that. Getting ready here. All right. All right. There's an issue with the Facebook group. That's okay. All right. Welcome to another BBR Productions YouTube channel live lesson for you. Today, we're going to focus on some relationship building. In entertainment, if you're a musician, a writer, an actor, a director, anybody that's in the entertainment industry, part of your success is based on networking, building, and cultivating relationships. So, what are some good ways you can create by strong relationships by cultivating those relationships and putting time into them? We're going to talk about that. And as always, I'm Thomas J. Beleza, so please like, comment, and share the video along with subscribing for future content on how to be successful in entertainment. Make something of your career. All right, let's get started, shall we? Oh, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. All right, cultivating strong relationships. This is the thing. Networking is not about getting people to notice your stuff. All right, first and foremost, when you are building relationships, it's not about you. So if you are talking to people to get them to know what you are doing, that is technically marketing. You're just trying to get people to go, hey, come over here. Because networking is about who you know. Marketing is about who knows you or remembers you or sees your values or whatever. So if you're truly trying to cultivate relationships, key is it is not about getting people to notice your stuff. If you are only making friends with people so they know you are working on a movie or a CD or a comedy show or whatever it is you're doing, or I have a book, you're not really working on value building to that relationship. Why? Because you're making the relationship about the thing and not necessarily the actual relationship. So if networking is not about getting people to notice your stuff, it's about hearing them out to know how you can add value to their stuff. All right, so that's the crazy part, right? So sometimes there's these contradictions in networking. There's contradictions in how we look at relationships. And the truth is, if we're trying to be successful in entertainment or any field, right? And we want to build and cultivate relationships, we have to learn to sacrifice our desire to want to be seen, our desire to want to be heard, our desire to want to get our stuff out there. Because in reality, other people are going to be doing that. And to build and cultivate stronger relationships quicker, not to take advantage of people, but to grow your circle of influence. It's about listening to them and their wants, them and their ideas, them and their desires. The reason we do that is because when we first meet somebody, they don't know who we are, they don't know what our values are. But people care about themselves and their things and their values. If you want to really build a relationship, put time into others and what they care about. In doing so, they will see in real time your value sets in action. Beyond you being an actor, a writer, a musician, or anything, they will say, "Hey, I notice you're working on something. Do you need help? I'll help you. I'll volunteer my time. I can get involved. I see you're very passionate about that X, Y, and Z. I am. Yeah. I could utilize you for A, B, and C." Now, when you're in that environment, working with them and maybe other people that are working on it, learn to lead, follow, and at times advise. Now, lead doesn't mean to take over. Lead just means to be proactive. Lead means to take initiative. Lead means to inspire. Okay, follow doesn't necessarily mean be a sheep, but follow means follow orders, follow the line of communication, things like that. Okay, and of course, advising doesn't always mean that your way is the right way or that you have to be a right. Advising, knowing when and where to advise is important because it is a value set. And when we are in these situations, we're allowed to showcase what we're able to do instead of trying to get people involved in your stuff and see your stuff and be a part of your stuff. In turn, you could build a stronger relationship with that. Now, unless you're an expert or a leader in your industry, really, when you're starting out, or at least at mid-level and aren't really getting to where you want to get, it should be important for you to get involved. There is a thing known as creating involvement, which is taking a mission. For example, we have the Team Rise Together mission. So bringing people in to elevate a mission that everyone believes in, and also there's benefits to it, et cetera, et cetera. That is different than saying, hey, I have a band, or I have a movie, or I have I'm doing a comedy show. Why don't you come check it out? Right? That is different. Also asking them to get like, hey, I got a band, you want to play with my band, or I got a movie, you want to be in my movie. Remember, now it's about me and my thing. So if you're trying to build relationships, you should be trying to get involved with other people's movies, other people's bands, other whatever the case may be, because it's not about you in the beginning. But if you create movements, that's a little bit different, and that's another discussion. All right, agenda. Think about what happens when you ask people to help versus watching them work on their passion or opportunities. So this is important to really recognize. Take a moment. All right. First of all, agenda is we do to expect. That's just the agenda. All right. So for example, if I'm trying to get involved with something because I know I can get an opportunity out of that, we do because we expect. If you're trying to build a relationship because you want them to get involved in something you're doing because they add value to it, we do, we expect, right? Excuse me. The idea, though, with agenda is we have to learn to take agenda out. We have to learn to be interested in others to be interested in them. It's a value set that you have to develop. But think about what happens when you ask people to help, right? Just if you're a musician and you go, hey guys, you talk to some people and you go, I have this thing and I want to write music and I want to record. I know it's not your thing, but it's my thing and I want you to help me with my thing, right? What happens? It takes them forever to get back to you. They don't really get their parts down. They kind of casually do it. Maybe you'll find that 1 in a million person that's just like, I'm gung ho, let's do something, right? Especially if it benefits them, because remember, people want to feel like they have value in it, right? But watch them work on their passions, things that give them opportunity, and they'll jump all over it. You could literally be like, hey, do you want to work on the song? You write out the bass part, and then they're like, yeah, and you're like, hey, it's been 2 weeks, have you gotten the bass part down? Oh yeah, I'll get to that. But then you see on social media they're working with another band, and it turns out the other band is their project, something they created. So in this situation, this is when you erase agenda and you say to yourself, wait a minute, I really do want to work with this person, but I remember that Thomas told me that networking is not about getting people involved in my thing. It's about me getting involved in their thing so I can build a relationship. So in turn, if you want to get involved with, say, a musician or an actor or anybody, you say, what are you working on? Do you need help? Do you want some involvement? Oh, I'd love to work with you. Or like, let's say you want to work on a song with someone. You go, do you have any songs you've been working on? I would love to learn them. Maybe let me record them for you. You have songs, I'll help you write and record them. I'll help you write and record your songs. And the wording is not necessarily, do you want to work on music together and we'll create new music and start a new project? It's, do you have music? Do you have songs? Do you have something? All right. Oh, you're an author? What books do you have? Do you have outlines? I would love to read your outlines. You're a filmmaker. What do you need? Someone to look at your script? You need someone to help on the film. You're an actor. Hey, if you ever need someone to do readings for you, I'll be happy to do readings so you could do your auditions. Oh, you want to work on parts? You want to break down scripts? I'll tell you what. We could work together and break down scripts together. We can act out scenes, even though nothing's going on. We could practice our craft to help you out. Okay? It takes out agenda. It's about putting effort and energy into other people with sincerity. Okay? Before you ask, give, and then give some more. Get involved with others for them, not you. So one of the good things about networking is there's a place for action and a place for effort, right? And before you ask, give them and give some more. And what this mentality out is this mantra is ultimately, let's say I meet somebody and I've known them for a week. And in that week, I go, hey, do you want to help me with my thing? Now it's going to go up to agenda because it's about what I have a thing. I want to get it done. Right. So, right. Okay. And then it goes back to networking is about not about you. So if I'm asking someone to help me and I've only known them for a week, very unlikely that I have built enough tack points, the art of conversation points, which is all about plus one, minus one. So we have to give to earn points. And then once we earn those points, we could start spending them on what I would call wants, right? So again, now let's say I've known them for a month. How have I helped them? How have I elevated them, right? Which brings us to elevate, respect, and praise. Have I introduced them to somebody that can help their agenda? Have I showed them respect and praised their efforts? Have I given my ear to listen to them, which is respect, right? Have I sat down and let them talk about their passions, which is respect, and then you praise their passions? How can you help their passions? You elevate. So before you ask, give and then give some more is the reason that if I know someone for a week or a month or even a year, you have to say to yourself, what have I given to them to help elevate, respect, and praise? If all I do is talk to them and it's just an opportunity for me to talk about myself or an opportunity for me to get them involved with something I'm doing, you're not really earning points. Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. Not sponsored yet. I normally have Diet Cherry. All right. So think about that. To cultivate, now remember, networking is building and cultivating. Building is just establishing a large collection of names and people that you've met by being out there. And cultivating is adding value to those relationships or showcasing value, right? So to really run through this, the 4 secret keys to networking. There are more, but these are some good secret keys, okay? And they're not really secrets. It's just we naturally do not look at networking. We hear networking, we're like, ugh, it's an ugly word. I don't want to be handing out a card. I just want to meet people. I just want to hang out with people. But when you're hanging out with people, when you're getting around people and just being your natural self and letting it just happen, right? These are some of the rules that you should really partake in to earn the cultivating value. When you talk to new people, elevate, respect, and praise. How can I hear them and how do I not up? If someone starts telling me that they're an actor, that's awesome. Man, you must really love what you do. How long have you been doing it? Have you met anyone locally or know any directors around here? No, I do. If you want, I'll introduce you to some. Instead of the conversation, someone going, "Yeah, I'm an actor." Yeah, you're like, "Wow, I'm an actor, man. That's great, man. Have you done a lot of stuff?" And you ask that because you want to say, "I've done a lot of it." Have you done anything? Oh, you've done a couple things. That's awesome. Yeah, me too. Oh, yeah, I've been in a couple of things. Are you SAG? You're not SAG? Do you have an agent, a manager? Right now, it's all questions, which, by the way, have an agenda. Why do you care if they have a manager or agent? That's not praising. That's not showing respect, and you're not elevating. None of that is happening when you're asking questions, which are considered at instead of with. With is just listening. Oh, I'm an actor. That's amazing. What a fun thing to be doing. Like acting is just like to experience different characters, right? Now you're just with conversation because now it's just talking about the process of acting. You just get to be different characters and you get to emote all these different moments, and it's always about like trying to find something about the character that you connect with. And then they say, oh yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. Oh, you love that. You love that. You love that. What is something you really appreciate about that? Now the reason it's not considered at is because it started with they elevated the conversation with something that's interesting for them, and now you want to allow them, you want to elevate them in the conversation and let them have the ability for you to praise and respect them. And they go, oh, for me, yeah, the process for me is I really love when you just find a character that's like evil, and you just want to find the good in them. And it's because we don't see ourselves as evil when we're evil, and now they're going on and on, and you go, that must take a lot of effort and talent, man. It's so awesome that you can do that, and it's really great that you put so much time into it. When was the last time you played an evil character? And they say, oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, it was like, what was that, a year ago? Have you do you know any directors? And then you lead it back to that, right? That's the secret of cultivating. So when you meet new people, remember, give them your time. Allow yourself to find ways you could elevate, respect, and praise them before you even consider asking them or presenting yourself, like saying, this is who I am and what I do. Because that's marketing. That is not networking. Who I am and what I do is marketing. Because you're what? You're representing your brand. You're representing your what you are, right? And networking is about them. Networking is always about them. All right. That was a pretty good short video. I actually enjoyed this one a lot. I feel bad the Facebook thing didn't work. But anyway, hey, so I'm Thomas J. Beleza. I do these Monday through Friday, 4:30ish, for about 20 minutes, give or take. We talk about network market. We talk about some skills and crafts. We do some management of time, money, and people. And of course, we talk about entrepreneurial brain, basically how you take your passion to be an entertainer and run it like a business, and teach you how to be successful in the meantime. Please like, comment, and share the video. And the reason we like to share the video is because these videos are free to help misconceptions of the industry and teach people how it is that you can do it. And we do it for free. And if we elevate ourselves with knowledge and then we share to elevate other people with knowledge, it gives us a chance to work, grow, and rise together with people that see the value in what everyone is doing, right? With that, be good to one another. And as I always say, peace and harmony. I'll see you next time. Take care.